Hello operators and welcome to another Sybil sighting instalment of this.
It's like a mediocre sock with its operation mediocrities, yeah.
Get it? It's a pun. Ah, the end hath cometh, for verily the intro is done. I anticipate that I will make alterations to this intro in future, but for now it is usable. I have no excuse for the abominable delay, I'm just a lazy git, therefore I am deserving of a punishment. So set your cruel and wicked minds at work, my friends. I promise this is a rare opportunity. We are also now at leisure to continue the hot potato challenges. The next challenge will be for Max. His challenge for Friday, and I'm putting that time restraint on it because I'm a bastard, is to master the following tongue twister. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. Butter, bitter, better, butter will but make my butter better. So she bought some better butter, better than the bitter butter, and it made her butter better. So it was better Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter. Did you get that? I hope so. I'll put it in the doodadamajigama-thingambob for you to learn, and any of you are welcome to give it a go, but it's Max's challenge in particular. Now on with this week's topic, the future. The immediate concern for the future, I imagine, should be my career. As an English major, I don't feel particularly defined. No set path is laid for me. This offers great opportunity of choice, but that choice can also be daunting. The only consistent ambition for my future is to become a professional writer, be it poetry, prose or scripts, most likely a mix of the lot. I have persistently determined since I was about 5 or 6 years old that being an author is the ultimate career goal for me. But this comes with problems. Getting to a professional position takes a certain amount of good fortune and a lot of hard work. If I want to live off my pen, I need to try to establish myself as early and as successfully as possible. This success is hard to define. What does it take to actually be an author? At what point can one say that they are an author? Do they require an audience, or does the text alone justify the identity? I confess that my literary output is slim at best, something I'm working on currently with a handful of short stories in the work, yet I still call myself a writer. That's interesting, and I welcome comments about this in my pants. But the way I like to phrase it is this. The day a group of 20-something students in a classroom let out a unanimous groan at the sound of my name, I'll know I've made it as a writer. The day one of my works gets banned from a school, I'll know I've made it as an artist. And the day I can afford the slightly more expensive apple crumble at Asda, I'll know I've made it big time. Speaking of classrooms and less of my poverty, the other career that seems most likely for me is teaching. My struggle here is choosing at what level I desire to teach. I am hugely invested in literacy, and therefore primary level would be a fantastic way to contribute to the development of language and understanding thereof for young people. However, I'm also drawn to secondary teaching, and that it will allow me to help students develop critical skills and more complex understanding of language. To go further, I can also see myself continuing my studies and eventually joining university as lecturer and tutor, as an educator who helps students to develop in specialist history fields. Yet, whatever the level, I believe my ambition is much the same, indeed much the same as my ambition for writing. I desire to be a part of a process, a negotiation of minds. I desire to challenge and assist in equal measure, and to contribute to what I call the ocean of consciousness. And I see myself doing this both as an artistic creator and educator. That said, I was just reminded of one of my all-time favourite jokes. What is the difference between a novelist and a park bench? A park bench can support a family. I fear that joke could happily be retold with teacher substituting as well. Not good. As far as geographical prospects, I don't imagine myself being in any one place at any one point in my future. There is nowhere that screams home for me. I could happily continue living in Southtown or return to McKean's, but on what basis and for how long is uncertain. From where I am now, I could end up anywhere, doing anything. It's kind of scary. I'm equally affronted when I consider family and the people with whom I will share my future, or the people I may lose along the way. I can't know who is going to be who for me, and where or when until it happens. I think this is indicative of the ultimate changeability of our futures. We can't plan for everything, no matter how hard we try. With that somewhat sober perspective, I will leave you to news. Max, we will see you and your tongue-twisting antics on Friday. Till then, there's you.